What up, guys? This is Pastor Canayo again. We're coming out with another video in C Sharp, and today we're going to be talking about tuples, right? So before we start, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're growing slowly but steady. All right. So tuples, yeah. Let's start. So sometimes it's desirable to return more than one value from a function. The problem is that functions can have only one return value. The C Sharp language has something called out parameter, right? Which we saw that on my previous video that I did about that. Um, so so the out keyword that lets you return values in a normal function. Yeah. Now, oh man, I can't even say this word. Unfortunately, that sometimes leads to code that is hard to read, and it also kind of breaks the convention. The parameters are used to give data to functions, or return values are used to get results back. But starting in C Sharp version 7, Microsoft added support for a data type known as a tuple. Yeah, what is a tuple? Basically, a tuple is a lightweight data structure that lets you group multiple values together in one place. So let's see an example right here. Let's just do a basic tuple example. So we're going to open and closing parentheses. We're going to have an int with a variable name a, and also another int with a variable name b, and also right here this is going to be our this becomes to be my type, and we're going to give it and we're going to declare this variable top1 is going to be equals to, and we're going to pass those variables right here. We're going to pass some values. What did I say? Variables. We're going to pass some values right here, which is going to be 5 and 10. 5 comma 10. Okay, and closing with semicolon, ending with semicolon. Don't forget that. Okay, and also I can do, and the other way I can set up this, another example. Okay, we're going to be using the keyword var. So var, and then we're going to say tab2 is going to be, this is what we need. Let's just close that. Let's just use that, but we're going to get rid of the first value, and we're going to pass a string. So we're going to say some text, and then we're going to say comma. So there's two variables right here. There's one string and there is one integer right here, right? For the top two, for the tuple. Okay, now, so we are right here. Now, how can we use these values right here? Okay, so so on this first value right here, in the first instance, in the first example, I have a tuple with the name elements, right? Name elements A and B, and I can operate there. I can operate, or I can use them individually. For example, I can say top one, that we're going to say a B. It's going to be equals to 20, right? So we have that. Now for the second example, we're going to use this top two. Um, so for this second example, I didn't name the elements as A and B, right? So what happened is the C sharp names them automatically as item 1 and item 2, as you can tell right here, top 2. So we got item 1. Let's click on that, and then right here in this item 1, we are going to say, we're going to pass a value. We're going to give the value or declare a variable. We're going to say new string, and then semicolon. Let's not forget that, and let's print this out. Let's say console. All right, so, okay, and then we're going to get rid of that. We're going to use our string interpolation right here, And right here we're going to pass the opening closing curly brackets. Inside here we're going to have top one, that, and we're going to do a, and then we're going to say comma, and going to say open closing parentheses, curly brackets, and tab, not tab, tab one, that it's going to be B right here. And let's just do a control D, and right here we're going to be using, for the sake of example, instead of, we're going to say tab 2, and then right here we're going to say item 1, let's just do tab 2, and then we'll say item 2, item 2. Okay, let's print it out and see what values do we get. So we'll take just a second over here, so we're almost there. And okay, right here, so we have 5 and 20 right over here, as you can tell, right here. So 5 I give, so for A it's going to be right here is a 5, right, and then it's a 10 for B. But right here B is 20, so I got the 5 right here, and then I got a 20 for top one, that B equals 20. Okay, and then that's for the first example. And for the second example, I have the top two. I got item 1, which is the new string, right, and then and we have for item 2 we have that 10, right? Cool, that worked. Nice. So now let's so it, and you can see the values of the tuple print out so nice, uh, so nicely over here, right? So is that they give us a pretty clean way of returning multiple values from a function. So let's rewrite our function that we did it in previous video for our out parameter. Okay, right? So let's do the following. Okay, let's just do a static, and we're going to do 2 ints for return values, int, int, and then the name of the function was plus times, and then open close the parentheses, and we're going to pass the int A and int B, and then we're going to return a tuple. You gotta remember that, tuple. we're going to return we're going to return yeah, a tuple. So we're going to start for the first tuple value. So right here we're going to say, for the first value we're going to say A plus B. So we're going to have, we're going to do an addition. Okay, that's for the first value, and then we'll say comma, and then for the second value we are going to use the same values, but we're going to be having a multiplication times B. Okay, and that's what we have. Now our function is here, a structure for a tuple. So now we gotta call our function, and then we're going to do the following. We're going to say int, int, and then we're going to say right here result equals to plus times open closing parenthesis, and right here we're going to pass a couple values. We're going to say 6 comma 12. Okay, now let's print this out. Let's just console that right lane. Okay, cool, that's what we want. And then we're going to use our string interpolation right here as always, and we're going to say right here sum, open curly brackets right here, and right here we're going to say result that, and we're going to say item 1. Okay, and then we're going to say comma, we're going to say product, and then here we are going to say result. Oh man, where is my curly bracket? Right here. And here we're going to pass the result that and item 2. It's right there. Boom. Okay, cool beans. So that worked. So now let's run the program and see what values we get. Okay. Oh no, it's giving me this. Oh man, I gotta, let's do it one more time. Okay, cool. All right guys, so right here, this is just the first examples that we saw before. Now the sum is 18, the addition and the product is 72. So if you do your calculator right here, so A plus B, right? So we got 6 plus 12 is going to give you 18, and then 6 times 12 is going to give you 72, right? So yeah, so this is a really nice way to use tuples that can return multiple values. You know, this is the preferred way to use. Instead of using out parameters, you can use tuples. It's a clean, very simple, very nice way to do it. Okay, but it's pretty nice that you can know both ways. So you can just, you know, if you see the out parameters, it's going to be just on an older code that you might see somewhere, but the new way it's going to be tuples. All right, so thank you for checking the video, and I will see you next. All right, have a nice good night. Okay, bye bye.